What's going on, dudes? It is Kolosalus here. Welcome back to some more Heroes of the Storm. Excuse me if I sound a little tired. That's just because I am. I've slept barely 2 hours, basically this night. The one that just passed, and I might sound a little tired, or I might, hung up sometimes. But excuse me if I do so. We're gonna try a new kind of commentary today. I'll be talking a little slower. I'll be explaining things a little bit more. I'll be focusing on the actual commentary a little bit more. Of course, trying to also win. Today we'll be taking a look at Falstad Q build. So I've been actually kind of I consider myself to be one of the better Falstad players I know, including the players that I know from YouTube, including the players that I know from competitive. And I've been trying out different kind of builds. I've been trying out, the non-stress Falstad build from Polytime. I've actually played that before he played that build. I consider that to be a weak one, just because it doesn't do. I'm not saying it doesn't do any damage. It doesn't any damage. It does a little damage. It's just not comparable to the mage build nowadays. I did invent my own mage stat, which was a Kolosalus fucking lightning build. If you haven't checked that out, this will be on the screen somewhere right now. And I told you guys I would give a try to the new Hamerang build, which is what I'm going to go and show you today. There are a couple of variations of what people go for and what I go for. But without further talking, let's just get into the gameplay, shall we?
Let's fly!
Alright, boys and girls, we find ourselves on a Dragonshire map. Let's say hi to the friends. And on level 1, let's pick up Gathering Storm. I will explain that in a second once I actually get through my not talents but abilities first. I'm gonna be going bottom with the Malfurion. We got Vala, Malfurion, E.T.C, Falstad, Rainer against Johanna, Tastar, Nazeebo, Thrall, and Tracer. Very, very balanced teams, I think. We actually do get a tank and the support, so it's not one of these like team deathmatch, death ball matches. Pretty good. I'm enjoying that. So Falstad, his trait is called Tailwind. It is going to increase my movement speed by 20% whenever I do not take damage for 6 seconds. My Q ability is a skill shot that will go out and then come back in this short range in front of me. I will be extending that slightly. It will deal damage both when it goes forward and backwards. Also, it's going to slow enemies for I think 20%, right? 25. Okay, nice double hit right there. Our W ability is called the Lightning Rod. The Lightning Rod is basically going to attach a rod to the enemy hero in this circle, and if I keep them in that circle, they're going to basically just take damage. You can see I'm following him, keeping in the circle, and there you go. There he goes. He is just taking damage constantly. And our E ability is called. By the way, it's going to do 4 hits, so it's not a huge deal. Oh, we're gonna get a nice double up right there. We hit 4 targets, and I will tell you in a second why is this so important. And we had the dragon. There we go. Right, I'll be trying to get onto that shit. There we go. I'm gonna get a sippy. I do get some nice healing from our Malfurion. And our E ability is called Bear Roll. It's going to allow us to roll. It's basically allow us to dodge in a certain direction. It's actually a pretty hefty. It has a pretty hefty. It's a skill shot, but it has a pretty hefty range on it. There's another double hit. So I'm saying double down here, and like double hit and stuff, just because. On level 1 we took up Gathering Storm. So what it does is that if I hit an enemy with my Q, I am going to permanently gain some damage. She's gonna go right there, yeah. I messed up my lightning rod right there. I would have been able to kill her, no problem. Yeah, so every time we hit an enemy with our Q, like right there, you can see I hit him twice, and I'm going to increase my I'm going to increase. Very nice body blocks from our friendly E.T.C. Will secure a kill with my Hamerang on this enemy Nazebo. Yeah, so every single hit on my Q, on the enemy hero, I'm gonna use my Z ability, will increase our damage of our Q permanently. By 2. So you can actually track that. There we go. I do become the Dagger Knight, and we will start hammering away. I'm gonna kick this Johanna away and start hammering out at the enemy towers. On the silver range, we are going to go for Power Throw. This is going to extend the range, I think, of our... I'm actually going to read that in a second. I don't remember exactly what that shit does. The enemy team does have a throw. I did forget about that, so he'll be able to hammer out at me. I'm going to try to kick her away. There we go. I'm just going to... she's so squishy that basically everything is going to deal some damage to her. E.T.C is going very, very deep for that stun. Not a necessary deed, indeed. I'm just going to go drop to try to maybe grab their attention. They're going to maybe switch lanes, but it looks like they're actually really busy with fighting in the bottom lane. So I'll just try to get some final hits on this. And now I'm just off. Good job. That was good. So we grabbed it. We were able to zone out the enemy team, and we're doing good. On this range, we are going to go for BOOMerang. I'll actually say what it does. Oh! So I just used it there to get a kill on this enemy Falstad. He wasn't even able. Very nice kill on Thrall from the friendly Rainer. He wasn't even able to activate his dimensional shift right there. Hi there. Hi there. Yeah, bitch! Fuck you! Tracer. Guys, I hate Tracer when I play against her. Right, so on level... 4, we picked up the increased range by 40 and slow by 20, right? Slow duration, sorry. So, it was 2 seconds. There we go. I'm gonna get close inside of this, but I can just barely roll outside of that motherfucker. You see what I mean? Very, fucking Air Muradin, it is Falstad, aka Air Muradin is so good in current meta. I just love him. One of my favorite characters, especially right in the current meta. I'm probably gonna rotate back top because there's nobody soaking that shit. We need to get 10 ASAP. The enemy team doesn't have too many stuns, so I wonder what I'm gonna go for on level 10. We'll see. We'll see what the enemy team goes for. So on level 7 we picked up the BOOMerang. I think that's what it's called, right? Yeah, it's called the BOOMerang. So basically, while my Q is in midair, I can reactivate it to deal some area damage around my Q. So I'll throw it out there. You can see I activate it. Bam! It deals some massive damage. I'm gonna try to clear up this camp to the best of my ability here. Some of the guys are missing. I'll be able to get away from this enemy throw. No problem. No problem. I'm telling you guys, this fucking ability is so good. I'm gonna throw this Hamerang. BAM! You can see how much damage it does, especially with the reactivation right there. On this range, I kind of want to go for the Mighty Gust. It's just so much better. It's just so much better. Like when you can fly, it just gives you so much control. And I think our team has enough damage, so I'm gonna go Mighty Gust. Mighty Gust, it is, boys. I can trade with you, no problem. Plus I do have Mighty Gust if he decides to hit me with his wolf. She did recall to save herself. I'm gonna go back to Sippy, let my friendly Rainer know that I am doing that. I caught myself a little bit out of position there. I'm gonna reactivate it with my Q again. And maybe we can do something here. Very nice mosh spit! Very nice mosh spit. It's gonna actually maybe secure a double kill right here. Almost a double kill. We did kill the enemy Falstad though. I'm going to fly middle. So yeah, I didn't actually explain my mount. So my mount ability is called Flight. I can basically fly within a very large radius around the map. I should be able to pick this up, please. Yeah, yeah, fuck you, motherfucker, bitch. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna probably not. I don't want to tank this damage. I don't want to tank this damage. Fuck you, motherfucker, bitch. Probably not the best target to kick right here, but I'm gonna basically position myself so I don't take too much damage from the enemy fort and actually do so I can hammer away at the enemy structure. I'm actually taking damage from both structures right now. I'm gonna kick away throw because he's doing the most damage to me, and I'll just start hammering away at the structure. It looks like the friendly team does want to help us. We might pick up a kill on the enemy tester. I'm speaking way too fast. I'm sorry, guys, but there's just so much going on right now. I'm gonna kick out Nazebo, just deal some additional damage, throw my Q again, and probably move on to the top lane. I do have 17 seconds left on the D-Knight, on the Dagon. Yeah, let's just back away, guys. There's no reason to stay because I just left. So I'm gonna try to get this tower down, and then I shall try to piece the fuck out. On the server range, the enemy team is not tanky at all, so I am going to go for Crippling Hammer. This is going to increase the amount of the slow I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna throw my Q, reactivate it, bam, son. There we go. I'm gonna use my Mighty Gust. What it does is going to push away enemies that that are in this very huge skill shot in front of me. Throwing out my Q, dealing some damage, some massive damage to the enemies, and now we can pick up a kill on the enemy throw and just focusing down. Focusing down Johanna might not be the best idea right here, but it is the only thing that we have. So I'm gonna barrel roll actually offensively here to chase after this enemy team, and maybe I can get a nice skill shot. There's a kill on the enemy, Nazebo! A very nice stun is going to secure his stationary position, and we will be able to take on the fort. I'm actually having no problems in this game. Commentating and playing. Guys, this is some major shit right there. Yeah, so on 13 we picked up so the movement speed is, instead of 25, is now 50. So this is kind of crucial. Gives you some more crowd control on top of already the Mighty Gust I have picked up. Of course, if you want to go like straight up damage, you can still go for the for the Hamerang blast. It's a very viable option. I thought Mighty Gust used to be a really good just straight up better ultimate. But now Hamerang blast is it actually gives it a run for its money. Any tests that are coming out with a really bad zombie wall. I'm just gonna attach this lightning rod, not really try to do something. You can see how much damage my Q, reactivation of my Q can do. This Val is overextending, not the best idea with this team. The friendly team is actually down in the bottom trying to grab these mercs. I don't know, should we move in on this, or we can try to poke a little. I could be really greedy and just try to fly behind them. Okay, I'm gonna do that. That was actually, I actually messed up the combo from the enemy E.T.C. I'm gonna fly out to dodge this. Sorry. So it still didn't go that bad. We still grabbed the knight. I still love you. So what basically happened is the friendly E.T.C was going for a great mosh pit, and me trying to push the enemy back into our friendlies. Well, what happened is I basically pushed him away from the mosh pit, and he basically just mosh pitted an empty space. Of course, not a big deal. We still went out on top of this range. I'm on my way, letting my friendly team know that I am there for them. I'm taking a flight right now. On the range, we're gonna go for Hammer Time. Hammer Time is gonna allow me to stun enemies which have been recently hit by my Q. I'm gonna try to follow this this orc right there, who's going to maybe. Can we get a kill? Yeah, there we go. There's a kill. Yeah. So basically, on my level 16, I picked up the, what's it called again? Hammer Time. Hammer Time, what it allows me to do. Let me just explain it again, because I did a shit job at explaining what it does. basically any enemy hero, or actually minion I think as well, any enemy that I hit with my Q and then is going to get stunned if I then soon hit them with my basic attack afterwards. It seems to be a 1 second stun, but now it's actually it's a 0.75. You know, I think it's much more balanced that way. It used to be super overpowered. It used to be super good. You know, now it's only useful, you know, for like little engagements, little ganks. Like for example, this thrall is just overextending way too much. I'm gonna get him off his mount. He's gonna root me, but we will be able to do our damage to him. It's all good. Looks like we're just trying to poke at the enemy team here. I'm just gonna stand here and help this enemy E.T.C. friendly E.T.C. and this friendly Malfurion taking this camp. They are in trouble here, the friendly team. So I'm gonna come in here. God damn! I was trying to stop it. I was trying to stop the Ravenous Spirit. I'm not gonna type now, but right after we are out of this engagement, I can try to type. I'm just not gonna use it. I'm only gonna use it when we actually do have you know, an opportunity to use it. I'm gonna take a flight top. This is what is so good about not Malfurion but Falstad instead. They can just, you have such a global presence, and you know you bring so much damage with your global presence. You can basically take care of your stuff. Actually, yeah, maybe E.T.C was actually one of my bigger considerations back when, you know, when considering my what's the name, my heroic choice on level 10. So true. On level 20 we are going to go for the epic mount. This is going to allow us to this is going to reduce our cooldown of our flight by 20 seconds, and is going to reduce actually the timer that it takes to fly. The enemy team is caught out of position right here. If we can get we picked up already a kill on this enemy Tastar. There is a pick on the enemy. There's a kill. I need to get a piece of that motherfucking meat right there. So I am going to fly right to the middle. By the way, I gotta tell you guys, our E.T.C and Malfurion are doing some amazing jobs at keeping us alive and also CCing for me, because without CC, without the healing, Muradin isn't actually. I mean, if you play well, he's still very good. He's just not as good. So to actually play not E.T.C but Air Muradin at a very high level, what you really want to do is actually have, you know, a CC heavy tank with you, or a CC heavy character, you know, just overall. And so I think one actually very good consideration is Xo. So I'm gonna kick her away. Back into our friendly team. Now I'm gonna be trying to make my way back, trying to maybe hammer away at this thrall. I'm gonna be making my way back now. Epic Mount is gonna be my choice for the level 20. I don't know if we'll be able to kill her. Yes, she's dead. There we go. Good job. As soon as I locked in that my kick, my savage charge, I was just sure she's going to go down. I'm gonna go top because I only have 9 seconds and we will not be able to secure the win thing, I don't think here. I have 3 seconds. I'm gonna try to kick him away, but I don't think this will be enough just to kick him away. But I don't think it's gonna be enough to secure it. There's some massive damage on the enemy Nazebo, dealing damage with the reactivation of my Q, and we are just going to hammer away at the enemy's base right here. I'm gonna use my Gust here to push the enemy team away, and I'll use all of my damage possible to finish up this game. Very good. So we did become really counterproductive to the friendly E.T.C mosh pit, but other than that, guys, that was a sick game. Sick game. I didn't actually get to show off my epic mount. Epic mount is actually super fucking epic. A really good ability, and that's really why I love this build so much now as well. Outside of my own build, which I'll throw off, the Kolosalus lightning build. I'm gonna try not to swear. But you can see that we stayed competitive on hero damage. We were second. I won't be able to join them at all. We were second in hero damage in all game. It also looks like Rainier did quite nice work. He did pick up 12 kills. Holy shit! So this was a one-sided game, even though the aim team was a pre-made, guys. Super awesome build for Falstad. People do go for overdrive, which I fucking hate. Why would you even go for overdrive? Okay, you're going for ability damage, but you don't go that ham. Okay, the stun is super fucking good. You never want to pick anything else than the stun on level 16. At least I don't think. I tried overdrive build and it was like meh. So Fury actually did go for a root build. What the fuck? That's crazy. Okay, anyway, let's go over the build again. Muradin, fucking OP. So he has 3 very viable builds now, so you guys go and check him out. I think I did the Falstad, the non-stress Falstad somewhere. I definitely did my own, my own authority build, which was, again, Kolosalus fucking lightning build. And today on level 1, we went for Gathering Storm. Gathering Storm, every time you hit a hero with your Q, by the way, it travels forward and back, so you can hit them twice. You can get 4 stacks per 1 hero, and if you hit 2 heroes twice, that's 8 stacks in 1 throw. It's just crazy how much damage you can do later on. I don't think this scales your reactivation damage on level 7, but don't quote me on that, I might be wrong. But I just don't think it does. So in the late game, I actually did not check the stacks, but we were doing quite massive damage with our Q. Our Q became our main damage dealer, which is what we basically want. On level 4, we picked up the power throw. This extends the range, so I was able to to poke much more effectively, and also it is going to slow for much longer. So the normal slow is 2 seconds, and here the slow duration by 25% of the 2 seconds. So it's going to become a 2.5 seconds slow. So the slow is not actually a big deal, but you actually pick it up for the range because you do want to poke at a range. On level 7, you want to pick up the BOOMerang. The secret weapon used to be the meta. They switched around the talent here it is in right now, and I think BOOMerang is much better now. So you reactivate your Hamerang mid-flight to deal some additional damage around the hammer. Very good for clearing lanes because Muradin by itself, even without this talent, is super good at clearing lanes. But this just adds a little bit damage on top of your Q. You actually don't have to hit your Q because the area around it is actually is okay radius. It's not like a really small radius around the hammer. It's actually a pretty okay radius. So you don't actually have to hit the hammer. You saw me there missing a couple of hammers, but I reactivated to actually get that a little bit more damage on the enemies there. On level 10, I picked up the Mighty Gust that just pushes the enemies away and slowing them for 60% decaying over 5 seconds. That actually did not pay up that well because we did mess up the mosh pit twice. I'm actually very bad at messing up mosh pits. On this level range, if the enemy team had at least 2 tanks or a Cho'Gall, I would have went for Giant Killer here. Even though we didn't pick up Seasoned Marksman, it's still a very good choice. But I went for Crippling Hammer just because they only had Johanna. I was like, yep, they have a lot of squishies. They had the Tracer, Throw. They're all. For example, Throw is a great idea of a really very weak hero against Muradin. He is a frontline, but he is squishy and can get kited very easily, especially with your W ability. So this is just going to increase the slow to 50%. So it's double the 25 you get with the basic ability, with the basic Q hit. And Level 16 we went for Hammer Time again, Overdrive. I wouldn't go for this. I think it's a bad choice. You can go all in. Activate to empower your abilities for extra mana. You basically pay extra mana to get a little bit more damage on your abilities. It's not worth it at all. It's not worth it at all. And it actually adds a new whole layer of skill cap for Falstad, which is, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. Hammer Time, as you saw me use it on the enemy Nazebo to stop his Ravenous Spirit twice. And yeah, so that's why it's good. You can actually, stop channeling abilities like Lily's Jugs, like Nazebo. You can secure kills. Very brief stun can secure a very, very hard kill potentially. And level 20, we did pick up the Epic Mount, but I actually did not get to showcase to you guys. So basically, it reduces the cooldown from 40 to 20. So it cuts the cooldown in half. Your cast time will be 0.5 seconds. I think the normal one. What's the normal one? Where's my Z? You can fly the terrain, but how long does it take to actually do it? I don't know. It doesn't actually say. So I would say it's about 2 seconds actually. It's either 1.5 or 2 seconds. So this reduces it to 0.5, and the speed of the actual flight is going to be increased as well. So you'll be able to get to places quicker. This is good for flying the behind the enemy, pushing them back into your team, or actually flying to a very very important, very vital spot on the battleground, and just and basically just providing your damage there. Also very good for just soaking XP in between lanes. Of course, level 20 won't be soaking XP, but flight overall is just super amazing. So a lot of talking. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, slapiraki data lakiraki. Slap that like rating. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, do so now, because there's gonna be a lot more stuff coming. I just have to basically apologize to you guys, because over the next week I won't be posting too many videos. I just want to get that out there today. I am doing a very important basically stage of my life where I'm basically handing in my master's degree on Monday, which is about 4 days away from now. So I have to finish it. I have to finish the dissertation, the actual report at the end, the actual defense of masters, and should be fucking awesome. But after that, I should definitely resume. I will definitely resume with with regular videos, heroes and other playthroughs. But anyway, without further talking and schmucking and whatever I'm doing with my life, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace on the motherfucking streets. Bye.